Hello, you're watching the News Bulletin. I'm Bang from Manila, and now the headlines as usual.
Prime Minister concludes Qatar visit. Hue Central Hospital sets new record for heart transplants. And later on, newly built museum in Hanoi offers free admission from November 1st.
On November 1st, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính departed Doha for Hanoi, concluding his official visit to Qatar. Below are the latest activities in Qatar earlier that day.
Prime Minister Chin visited Qatar energy-invested Ras Laffan industrial city, 80 kilometers to the northeast of Doha. Ras Laffan serves as Qatar's primary liquefied gas production hub and the world's largest LNG export facility. Currently, there are 13 major corporations and companies in the gas sector operating within the complex. Prime Minister Chin praised Qatar's innovative thinking, strategic vision, and expertise in developing the artificial bay and the specialized industrial complex. As Vietnam, which boasts a 3,000-kilometer coastline, is developing major seaports and sea encroachment areas, Prime Minister Chin proposed Qatar and Qatar Energy in particular cooperate with, invest in, and help the country with financial assistance, technology transfer, human resources training, and management expertise in developing similar industrial parks and sea encroachment areas. This was the last activity of the government leader during his tour to the Middle East for an official visit to the United Arab Emirates, UAE. Attendance at the 8th edition of the Future Investment Initiative and working trip to Saudi Arabia and official visit to Qatar.
The U.S. Department of Commerce will not impose anti-dumping duties on aluminum extrusions imported from 14 countries and territories, including Vietnam, according to the Trade Remedies Authority of Vietnam under the Ministry of Industry and Trade.
This came after the U.S. International Trade Commission on October 30th released its final decision on an anti-dumping investigation concerning aluminum extrusions imported from 14 countries and territories, including Vietnam. Accordingly, the Commission determined that the U.S. industry was not significantly injured by aluminum extrusions imported from the 14 countries and territories under investigation, although the U.S. Department of Commerce had previously concluded that their extruded aluminum was dumped or subsidized.
The 2024 International Exhibition for Integrated Circuit and Semiconductor Industry, known as SEMICON Vietnam, the first of its kind in the country, is underway in Ho Chi Minh City.
The three-day expo, which opened on October 31st, features 150 stalls showcasing a wide range of products in the fields of semiconductor design and testing, as well as the cutting, engraving, and surface treatment of circuit boards, among others. Visitors can experience high-tech application products, including robotics, automation solutions, AI applications in manufacturing, machine vision, and smart home and smart factory devices, and more.
We should focus on training and design, while coordinating manufacturing abroad in places like Taiwan and India to save time and reduce expenses in the semiconductor sector.
In addition to providing spaces for firms to seek partners, expand markets, and foster cooperation in the semiconductor industry, the exhibition also sees symposiums and technology demonstrations throughout its course.
With the current rising trend, trade between Vietnam and the Philippines is likely to exceed $8 billion for the first time, to hit about $8.5 billion in 2024, with Vietnam's surplus of more than $3 billion, according to the Vietnamese Trade Office in the Philippines.
In the first 9 months of this year, import-export turnover between the two countries neared $6.5 billion, a rise of over 20% year-on-year, with Vietnam's exports increasing 21%. Particularly, rice, Vietnam's main export item to the Philippine market, has maintained its high growth momentum, hitting $1.98 billion in the first 9 months of this year, accounting for 43% of the country's total export turnover to the Philippines in the period. In the remaining months of 2024, the Philippines' rice import is forecast to continue increasing due to the strong domestic consumption demand, while the Philippines' year-end crop has been damaged by natural disasters.
By the end of September, the southern province of Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu had attracted 33 new investments and registered capital increases for 15 existing ones. This strong performance in FDI inflows is supported by high-quality projects from multinational corporations across more than 30 countries and territories.
BOE Vietnam was the first company to secure an investment license in Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu in 2024, investing approximately $278 million. In April, BOE broke ground on its factory, with a projected capacity of over 134.7 million units annually.
Key factors influencing our investment decision include the province's convenient transportation network, featuring Vietnam's largest seaport and the soon-to-open Long Ton Airport. Additionally, the local government has been highly supportive, fostering a transparent business environment.
Among Bà Rịa Vũng Tau's major FDI investors are Thailand's Southern Petrochemical Complex, $5.37 billion, the Hoa Tram Project Company from the USA, for $0.23 billion, and the polypropylene production plant and LPG underground storage by Hyosung Vina Chemicals from the Republic of Korea, $1.3 billion.
Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu provides an ideal investment environment, with coordinated infrastructure, seaports near industrial zones, strong government support to address investor challenges, and a diligent, eager-to-learn workforce.
Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu has become a magnet for FDI, actively fostering a supportive environment for production and business. The province collaborates closely with businesses, assisting with investment license procedures and prioritizing intra-provincial and regional connectivity through ongoing infrastructure projects. We are expediting investment procedures to support key infrastructure projects, such as the Bien Hoa Vũng Tàu Expressway, coastal corridors, and inter-regional connections, laying a strong foundation for socio-economic growth. The province has removed barriers for businesses, including tax exemptions, rent reductions, credit access, and labor permits. Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu is accelerating key projects, addressing delayed ones, assisting businesses in accessing information, and promoting investment initiatives. The province aims to attract $2 billion in 2024 and $1.49 billion in 2025, with an expected 517 foreign invested projects totaling over $34.8 billion by the end of 2025.
Hue Central Hospital in the Central Province of Thừa Thiên Huế has successfully performed its 13th heart transplant, bringing life to a male patient with end-stage heart failure. The hospital also establishes a new record for heart transplants in Vietnam. The donated heart was transported from Bạch Mai Hospital in Hanoi to Hue Central Hospital on October 26. After 6 hours of surgery, the patient recovered well and had the breathing tube removed. This achievement set a new record for heart transplantation in Vietnam, with the shortest time for the heart to start beating again after being placed in the recipient's chest, a chest over 50 minutes.
The team worked seamlessly together during the heart transplant surgery. Despite the organ being transported from as far as Hanoi, the cold ischemia time was only about 4.5 hours. This contributed to a faster and more successful recovery of the heart.
4 days after the heart transplant, the patient is now able to eat and move independently in bed. Blood and biochemical tests are within normal ranges, with remarkable recovery in liver and kidney function. He has been given a new lease on life after suffering from dilated cardiomyopathy and end-stage heart failure.
Since May 1st, my illness has recurred, requiring hospitalization. After treatment and the heart transplant at Way Central Hospital, I'm making excellent progress and feeling much better.
This is the third time we waited for a match, and this time the best match was found for my husband. Our entire family is overjoyed to hear that a donor organ is suitable for him, giving him a second chance at life.
Way Central Hospital ranks second in Vietnam for organ transplants, with over 2,000 successful cases and a 100% success rate. Starting November 1st, the newly built Military History Museum in Tây Mo and Đại Mo Wards in Hanoi will officially open to visitors, offering free admission until the end of December 2024.
Constructed by the Ministry of National Defense in 2019, the museum spans 386,600 square m, with a modern design and multiple functional areas. More than just a space for displaying war history, the museum's architecture creates a shared environment where visitors can engage with and experience the Vietnam People's Army's struggle for national independence. The museum showcases over 150,000 artifacts, including rare items from the nation-building and defense periods. Built at a cost of approximately $98.89 million and incorporating modern technology, the museum aims to provide visitors with interactive, immersive experiences that deepen their connection to the exhibits.
Many tourist areas in Ho Chi Minh City are gradually replacing gasoline and diesel vehicles with electric ones, paving the way for the future of green transportation. This transition not only safeguards public health, but also contributes to a greener and cleaner environment.
This group of tourists had a fantastic experience at Suoi Tien Cultural Park by using electric vehicles. With no emissions, no noise, and reasonable fares, the vehicles allowed them to fully enjoy the sightseeing.
It's great for the environment to travel by these electric vehicles. They help keep the surroundings clean and are good for tourists' health.
Many tourist attractions in Ho Chi Minh City and nearby provinces have equipped themselves with hundreds of new electric vehicles to better serve visitors. This model also supports connections to public transport systems like buses and bikes. With a capacity of 8 to 10 people, electric vehicles provide visitors with pleasant trips.
I find that traveling by electric vehicle is very environmentally friendly. It gives me a sense of freshness and lets me see the surrounding scenery. I'm really happy with it, and I'll definitely choose this option again.
With millions of tourists visiting the city each year, investing in modern, eco-friendly transportation is a priority for many tourism businesses in Ho Chi Minh City. Travel agencies are also designing tours and routes that encourage the use of electric vehicles.
Investing in electric taxis aligns with the global trend of environmental protection. These vehicles are comfortable and convenient while also reducing CO2 emissions.
Protecting the environment and promoting sustainable development have become top priorities. The tourism industry is actively responding to this trend. Vehicles powered by green energy not only add to the attractiveness, but also diversify services and better meet tourist needs.
And that's a wrap up our news bulletin. Thanks for watching and see you next time.